Okay, it is May 13th, 1:45 in the morning. I've been having cramps and kind of contractions since I think about 9 p.m. and now they're like full-on contractions. I am 35 weeks and 2 days, so I'm still obviously early, but we were at the hospital about a week and a half ago, and I was in preterm labor at 33 weeks, and we've been able to keep him in for, I believe, 12 more days since then. Anyway, so we're gonna see if this is the real thing, but we will keep you updated when we get to the hospital.
One look at you, my whole life falls in line. I prayed for you before.
So the nurses just left. They just said that Kaylona is at a 4. She's progressing. Looks like she's currently having a contraction right now. Oh yeah, look at that contraction. 4 a.m.
I can't believe it's true. I get to
The doctor just came in and said that we're gonna start getting ready for the labor, and then all of a sudden Kaylona's heart rate skyrocketed to 200 beats per minute, and her blood pressure completely dropped.
Pretty out of it. Apparently I was gray. My lips
Yeah,
were
her
gray.
lips were gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started having the cardiologist, we had the anesthesiologist, then we had the whole cardiac team who came in and
switched me rooms.
switched her rooms. They kept giving her the medication and it wasn't causing her heart to reset back to her normal heart rhythm. And so they warned us that they're going to have to stop Kaylona's heart if this next dose wasn't going to work. And so after that next dose, he had the crash cart, and he had and then he had that final dose which would stop her heart. But luckily that final dose did the trick and instantly brought her heart rate down.
So basically I wasn't getting enough oxygen because of how low my blood pressure was, but then it was like I was running a marathon because it was over 200. So I was really out of it. So I could hear everyone talking, so I could hear them saying like, we're gonna do this to her, when we're gonna stop her heart for 5 seconds, let it restart. And I was like, in my head I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, and hopefully they can get Lincoln out in time. But what happened is when the medicine finally worked, I thought that my heart had stopped, and Kevin was holding my hand and I was shaking and I was crying, and I thought my heart had stopped, but it hadn't. But it had just gone from like 200 to 70, like in an instant.
Yep, and they said, okay, we're gonna give you just a slight break, and then we're gonna have the baby right after that.
I get to love you. I get to love you.
Hey, you!
Alright, buddy, we're probably
I get to love
seconds past
you.
that.
I get to love you.
Okay, if we just stop and go.
And they say love is a journey. I promise that I'll never leave. And when it's too heavy to carry, remember this moment with me. I get to love you.
Yeah, so he was there for a few hours, and then randomly we were here in our rooms just sitting here, and then they rolled him in and said, okay, here he is. Like, whoa, okay. I mean, like, yep, he's breathing just fine. Everything's good to go. So we spent the whole day here just kind of relaxing and feeding him every few hours, and then he's good, completely good to go when it comes to his breathing and all his stats as well.
It was a blessing because I was in premature labor, 33 weeks. And so they'd given me the shot to help develop his lungs. So thankfully he had that in his system and he was doing really well.
Yep, so then last day is tomorrow. Well, at the hospital, and then we'll be taking him back home.
I can't believe it's true sometimes. Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do.
Okay, so today is May 15th, and we're hopefully we'll get discharged in a few hours, but since he's a preemie, he has more tests he has to do, so Lincoln and I are just hanging out right here. He has a little oxygen thing right there, so he apparently has to do a car seat test where they make sure that he can like breathe properly in his car seat. And there we go. That shows you exactly how small he is in car seat. Looks like he's smiling, so not minding it too much, but got all the little babies.
So here we are, last day of the hospital, and we're about to put him in the car. Let's get going.
Go see your house? Go see your house?
Hey, look. Is that your baby brother?
Can you say Lincoln? Do you like him?
Yeah.
That's your brother. That's his feet. Soft.
Can you say Lincoln?
Hey!
At his foot.
Hey!
I get to love you. It's the